your final recorded lesson of the morning. Welcome to English Year 4. Yesterday, you created your very own monsters and you put in some descriptive phrases and adjectives, and some of you even put some verbs in for the challenge X, so that's outstanding. You're going to be using that work a little bit later on. Another piece of work that you're going to be using is a short setting description. So that's what we're going to focus on today. As a quick starter, what adjectives and expanded noun phrases could we use to describe this beautiful house here? Pause the screen, see if you can get at least 6 or 7 descriptive words or phrases. Okay, so here's some that we have here. Homely. It looks very inviting. It looks like a lovely, welcoming home. I've put on there about the balcony and the jutting chimneys. Looks somewhat like a chalet or a cabin. To the side looks like almost like a lodge or wooden lodge. It's detached because there's not another house that it's linked onto. It has almost like a cottagey feel to it, and it has a pointed sloping roof. Okay, how about for this setting here? There's a lot going on in this photo. We might choose to talk about the trees. We might choose to talk about the plants or the wall or the water, or perhaps some of the shops. We can say one of them is an ice cream shop and describe what's happening there. Some of the beautiful houses and the buildings, okay? In general, looking at the picture as a whole, we might say about the cobbles or the cobbled streets, very quiet and tranquil, very quaint, nestled in the valley. It seems to be more in the countryside as opposed to in the city. It looks like a small village, very idyllic, which basically means it's beautiful, it's ideal. And one of Mr. Arnold's favourite adjectives, actually, it's picturesque. It's been used as a picture for a purpose here because it's so beautiful. When you look at something and it is really, really beautiful, you describe it as picturesque. It's so nice, you could frame it in a picture. Okay? What I want you to do, though, I want you to break it down into 3 parts, a bit like we did with the monster. I want you to focus on the trees in the background. I want you to focus just to the side of the street here, and I want you to focus on the river flowing through the middle of the village. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes for each. Okay, so in 15 minutes, unpause the video and move on to the next slide where we share some of our learning. So for the trees, we could say how it's like a canopy of trees. It's almost overarching. It's almost looking over the village. Words to do with color, like emerald, that specific shade of green there. We could talk about it being a forest or woodland. You could say deep into the trees, past the village. Flowers bloomed in the grass like jewels on a green carpet. Leaves tossed in the breeze, that sort of personification there, giving inanimate objects like a leaf a human-like characteristic. Let's move on then. Again, we've got our pointed sloping roof and our jutting chimneys, but then instead of we have detached, but a lot of them actually were nestled in close together. Okay, we could say about the beautiful front garden, how it feels cozy, and how the wooden shutters are thrown open. And then finally, the tranquil, peaceful, shallow river streaming through the middle of the village. We can say how the water, again, give it a human-like feature. The water danced across the rocks, and it was as smooth as glass, that simile there. It was glimmering like a lazy grey snake winding along, meandering through the village. Okay, so we've got some basic descriptive verbs and adjectives, and then we have some figurative language like similes, personification, metaphors. Okay, what I would like you to do, and this is your task for the rest of the lesson, can you choose 2 or 3 things to focus on in our picture here, this gloomy, haunted, ominous looking scene here with a castle and the long winding road into it. Looks like there's only one entrance and one exit, if you can exit at all. You could maybe talk about the birds or the ravens or the pits of fire, the moon glowing ominously, the jagged mountain tops. It's entirely up to you. Pick 2 of those and focus on some adjectives and some noun phrases, and then put it into a short descriptive paragraph that are 3 or 4 sentences long. This is what you will be using in your writing later in the week. So that's really important. Okay. I imagine this should just take you 5-10 minutes, and this should take you the remainder of the lesson. Okay. Hopefully I get to see some amazing descriptive phrases. Have fun, and I will speak to you this afternoon for Tuesday today, for PSHE with Miss Skembury, and for science. Bye-bye.